I have other notes, but I wanted to go to what Shifu said about those of us who made vows. I talked about that the other night in the lecture. I don't think you two were there. So again, I'm going to read, but I will also talk. So the Master said, people have forgotten their original face. They have forgotten what they're supposed to be doing. In previous lifetimes, they made vows, saying, Master, in the future, when you go to America to propagate the Buddhadharma, we will protect your Dharma. We will do such and such things, end quote. Everybody made vows. Some people vowed that they would come and help lecture on the sutras, and others vowed that they would come and help recite sutras. Others vowed that they would come and help eat. Isn't he wonderful? Others vowed that they would come and help cultivate ascetic practices, which just means eating. Still others vowed that they would cultivate and become patriarchs. Others vowed that they would come here and take a look. And then he quotes, even bodhisattvas become confused when they are between bodies, and arhats become muddled when they dwell in the womb. Now that you've come to America, you've forgotten the vows you made. You don't remember all the promises you made in the past. Your teacher said, when we get there, it won't work because I won't know English, end quote. And you said, never mind, don't worry. We'll go there first and we'll all know English. It won't be a problem if the Master doesn't know English. We will already have been there with English as our native tongue, end quote. Take a look. To a greater or lesser degree, many of you who have come to study Buddhism have the looks of Asian people. Maybe you can resemble the Asians, or maybe your ears resemble the Asians, or your nose, or your eyes, or maybe you have Asian-looking eyes, but American irises, or maybe your irises are Asian-colored. Maybe some of you look thoroughly Asian. In other words, it's not just Westerners he's talking about. Isn't that strange? All of you are strange creatures. I brought this up because San Francisco is an international place where Buddhists come and go from all over the world. Buddhists come here from various countries, and you must recognize them for who they are. You should understand the situation in their countries as well as their behavior outside of their own countries. If you don't understand these things, you may go astray. Therefore, I hope you will emulate their good points, but avoid learning their shortcomings. Base yourselves on the three great principles. Freezing, we do not scheme. Starving, we do not beg. Dying of poverty, we ask for nothing. According with conditions, we do not change. Not changing, we accord with conditions. We adhere to our three great principles. So here to me, yes, it's certification that some of us who have blue eyes came on vows, but it's also certification that there are Asians who followed Shifu and remained Asians and came on vows. And that's one of the few places you see it. Mostly when this starts, the Asians all figure, they're not included. But he says very clearly here that they are.
He used to tell me he told me one time that in the past lives I was with him, and I made a commitment to come to the West to help him out when he came here. That's what he told me. He says that you were Chinese in past lives. And I said, Shifu, I don't remember. He said, I know you don't remember, but I remember. So it's not a question of whether or not we're going to meet Shifu again. It's only a matter of when I'm going to meet him again, in the flesh. I mean, he's around all the time anyway.
就因为人把自己的本来面目都忘了，人把自己应该做的事也都忘了。在先生往昔所发的愿，说是师父，咱们将来到美国去弘扬佛法，我做护法，我做什么，个人发个人的愿有的发愿说我来帮着讲经，有的发愿说我帮着来念经，有的发愿说我帮着吃饭，有的发愿呢说我帮着行苦行也就吃饭，有的发愿说我到那儿要修行成一个祖师，有的又发愿说我到那地方看看。所以现在菩萨就有隔音之谜，罗汉就有助胎之婚。咱们现在到了这个美国了把自己所发的这个愿力都忘了，所有的诺言呢，就是那时候答应了师父说我也不懂英文，到那儿去不行的他说那不要紧，咱们先去到那地方就咱们都懂英文，师父不懂英文没有问题因为我们已经都是这个英文的这个出生的人了，所以现在你们看你们这些个来学佛法多多少少都有一点亚洲人的样子，或者耳朵像亚洲人，或者鼻子像亚洲人，或者眼睛像亚洲人，但是那个眼珠子不像亚洲人眼珠子是另外一个颜色，或者完全像亚洲人这样你说奇怪不奇怪？这也是个怪物因为这是三藩市是一个国际间的佛教来往的一个地方，那么这一个国家的佛教徒也来，那一个国家的佛教徒也来，那么你必须要认识所有国家的这个佛教徒，你也应该知道他们的这种情形在本国里头是怎么样的情形，到国外他们又有什么样的行为，都应该知道的。你如果不知道，就会误入歧途，那么走错了路。所以我希望你们各位这好的可以效法他，不好的就不要照着他那样去做去本照我们这个三大宗旨：冻死不攀缘，饿死不化缘，穷死不求缘要随缘不变，不变还随缘，抱定我们这个三大宗旨，这是我们的宗旨。你不要看呢，这是很简单。现在佛教就犯这个毛病，通通都犯这个毛病，每一个国家都是所有国家的佛教徒都犯这个毛病你说本来这化缘呢，出家人是可以的，但是因为太过了，俺们就要对治这个毛病。化缘是佛所许可的，化斋化缘也可以，但是你要专门的为了化缘而出家不修行，那这就是错误的。所以我们现在就要 专为修行而出家，不是为化缘，不是为求缘，不是为攀缘而出家。你们这要特别注意的这一点。所以今天我们共同来研究，这个是很重要的一个问题。